Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Orphea and today's video is gonna be a looking back on 2018 video as well as a bullet journal video. Now, this video is going to be made up of two parts. The first one being reflecting on 2018 with you guys and talking about my goals, etc. for 2019. And the second part of this video is going to be bullet journal related. If you are here for both, then just keep on watching. We're going to get started with the reflecting on 2018 and goals for 2019. And then the second part of this video, I will leave the timestamp around here so you can skip to there so you can immediately see the bullet journal part. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, first things first, we're gonna talk a little bit about my YouTube. This year we have reached my goal for my subscribers, which was 2,500, and we did that, I think it was during the summer holidays, which was absolutely awesome. Now we are almost at 3,000 subscribers. I know we're not there yet, so my goal for next year is to reach 4,000, which is a lot, but I think we can make it if I keep on making good content, which I plan on doing. Now, another fun fact is that there are 3,333 hours of watch time during 2018, and it is the day that I'm filming this, which is actually Christmas. We have 3,626 likes on my videos and 3,891 comments, which is insane. So thank you all so much for each and every one of you who is here, who likes my videos, who leaves comments, etc. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Now, for my videos, I actually uploaded 94 videos onto my channel this year, of which 20 were live streams. So at the end of this year, since this video is not yet included in this number, as well as a live stream I'm doing the day I'm filming this video, we're gonna end up at 96, so 21 live streams and 75 videos, which is a lot. Now, your favorite videos were my tips for selling on Etsy video, my Amphi Festival review, my God closet clean out. All of my dance and fashion videos did well, which I am super happy about because I really do enjoy making them. And then finally, a video series that I am super happy about that you guys are loving is my What is God series, in which every month I will highlight a part of the Gothic subculture, and I hope that you guys keep on liking it because I have the entire year planned for you. So every month you will keep on getting one of those videos. Now, a video series that I did also do this year was my monthly music favorites and new releases. Those videos were very popular amongst the regular people on my channel who kept on commenting and suggesting music and appreciating the fact that I put out new music every month, but I am not sure what to do with that series for the next year on my channel. So if you are a fan of the monthly music favorites and new releases, let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, it is possible that I only do it every now and then, every season maybe, or that I don't do it every single month anymore. It really depends on what you guys want from my channel. And then also a random fun fact is that on Instagram we have reached over 1,700 followers, which is a gain of 500, which to me personally is a lot, and I do take a lot of pictures for my Instagram before I start filming my videos. So if you want to see better pictures of the makeup, of the outfit that I wear in my videos, you can always find those on my Instagram. So in my 2018 bullet journal, I actually wrote down some of my goals, and right now I want to quickly run over those and see with you what I was able to accomplish and which I wasn't, because it's good to reflect on the things that you were able to do, but you also have to realize that there's things you haven't been able to do, and that's fine. So for my YouTube, I had two goals. The first one was to keep on making weekly videos, which I succeeded at, and the second one was to reach 2,500 subscribers, which we also reached. That was a huge milestone for my channel. Then next I had a Instagram goal, which was to post daily except on Sundays and to use my stories more. Now, I kind of reached both of them. I do use my stories more and I try to post daily, but it happens that I don't post for 3 days, or that I forget to post and then I will post 2 things in one day, as I did today. But yeah, I'm trying to keep up with my Instagram, and I've definitely noticed that you guys are appreciating it. Then for YouTube, I also wanted to celebrate the start of my YouTube channel, which was on the 26th of May 2014 is when I started actively uploading videos. I did celebrate it, and I do plan on doing something extra special for it next year when it will be 5 years of my YouTube channel. Other goals that I had were go to more concerts, parties and festivals, which I definitely did. I went to the Amphi Festival this year and to BFest, which were amazing. I also did travel a little bit more than I usually do. I went to more events than I usually attend, but I want to keep on going to more things next year. I also wanted to save 1,000 euros, which I failed at for various reasons, which I'm not gonna go into. I did save a lot of money, but not the goal that I had set for myself. Now, another goal was to get a new car, which is kind of a goal I added on later into the year, but I did get a new car, a Citroën Berlingo. It is a big car, but when I travel or when I go places, I need a lot of space because I do reenactment or I just take a lot of clothes, etc. So a big car was necessary for us, and I'm super happy with it. I did also have a few things on my wish list, which I got this year. One of them is a super essential part of my filming setup. It is the ring light that is behind you guys. I am super happy that I got it, and I cannot miss it anymore for filming videos. Now, I also got a improved set of headphones for when I edit my videos, as well as Cards Against Humanity, which was a game I had been wanting to buy for forever but just never came around to. I actually got it as a birthday present. And then to my goals for 2019, which I actually made a sort of mind map for, just to make it easier to find things that I want to reach and want to have done in 2019. So for food-wise, I want to keep on eating more veggie and vegan stuff. I have already started doing this, and I do eat 1 or 2 vegan or at least veggie meals a week, and I want to keep up that schedule. So 2 times a week I want to eat either a veggie or a vegan meal, which is personally something I find really enjoyable, and it actually helps a lot with my health as well and keeping my weight at a normal rate. Now, I also want to discover more foods, so trying more new things. I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna do that, but I have a Pinterest board on which I am saving all sorts of fun recipes that I encounter. I do have to make sure that me and my partner are not allergic to the things that you have to use, because we do have a bunch of food allergies, but I want to try and cook more different things than that we usually eat. Now, for my body and health, I am going to try to stay under 90 kilos. Now, my goal weight is around 85 kilos. I have been around 86, 87 kilos the entire year. I did have some heavier moments, I did have some lighter moments, but 85 is not realistic for me. My doctor even told me that 85 is the ideal weight for my body mass index, but he told me that I shouldn't really care about it too much because I am healthy. I take my bike to work every single day that I can. I do walk a lot because I started playing Pokemon Go again. So it's not that I'm unhealthy. I am at a good weight for my height. I just don't want to ever go over 90 again. So that's a goal that I am setting myself so I can keep myself accountable for it. So I also want to exercise every day of the week, even a Sunday, etc. Now, what do I see as exercise? Taking my bike to work, walking for over 30 minutes in Pokemon Go, or doing something else like going to a party or an event in which I walk around a lot, I dance a lot, etc. And yes, some of my YouTube videos do count as exercise if they are dance videos, because they usually require me to dance for over half an hour to get all the shots that I need. And then there is something I want to try and incorporate into my daily routine, or at least my weekly routine, and it is trying to meditate. Now, I haven't done this so far, and it is something I am still looking into how to start meditating. What do you need? What do you need to do? What is considered meditating? So does it have to be 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes? But I do want to start trying to meditate and be more self-conscious. Now, my goal for this year is to start doing it at least once a week. So I will have one set day a week that I will meditate before I go to bed. So kind of make a evening routine out of it that specific day, and then see how I go. If I like it, I might do it on more days. If I don't like it, I will at least try to do it once a week to just kind of reflect and cool down and just, yeah, see how it goes. Then for my YouTube goals, I want to reach 4,000 subscribers this year, which seems huge at this point because I'm not even at 3,000 subscribers. So this year I am really giving myself a challenge that I want to try and meet, and I think if I keep on making the content that I want to make for my channel, we are gonna reach it. I don't know if we're gonna reach it, but I'm gonna try my very best to attempt to do so. Another goal that I want to do is keep on making fashion and dance related videos. I want to do at least one dance video every season and one fashion video every season as separate videos. So you will get at least 4 dance videos this year and 4 lookbook videos this year. What I also want to do is collab with more people. Now I do of course still want to collab with my favorite YouTubers who are Amy Critique and Cindy Cahill, but I also want to reach out to more YouTubers. So my goal for this year is to do also 3 to 4 collab videos on my channel. For my free time, which is something I don't include my YouTube into, I want to learn one new skill this year. I'm not sure what that skill will be. It could be making music, trying calligraphy, writing better, drawing stuff in a specific style. I don't know what it will be yet, maybe learning a new language, but I want to learn one new thing this year, and I am using Skillshare. I did get a few free months to try it out due to a link of another YouTuber. I'm looking into the courses that they have, but I want to learn a new skill this year. I also want to stop putting any pressure on my art, which can include drawing, painting, etc. That's also one of the reasons I'm stopping my Etsy. I did love to make things for my Etsy jewelry to sell, but I did notice that it put a big pressure on me to make the orders, to finish them on time, on top of my regular job. And that's the reason why I'm just gonna stop putting any pressure on myself art-wise. I did get rid of a lot of supplies to just stop getting in my head that I need to make things. So that's something I want to do this year. I want to make things whenever I feel like it and don't make anything when I don't feel like it. I also want to read more, which is one of my main goals for next year, is to read at least 1 book every month. So by the end of the year I want to have in my book list at least 12 books. We'll see if I make it. I am onto a good start because I started reading a book series of 7 books. I'm already down to the 3rd one in a few weeks just, so yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I do want to read a lot more. If you have any book recommendations, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And then my final goal is kind of travel and activities related. I want to do at least one thing every single month, whether it be going to a festival, going to a concert, going out to a party, going on a Pokemon day, the Pokemon community days, etc. It can be anything as long as I do at least one thing every single month. Because right now I have months in which I do absolutely nothing, and then afterwards it kind of feels like a waste. Because I do have the weekends off, my boyfriend doesn't work weekends currently either, so we can actually plan in activities. So I would love to do more in 2019. And again, if you have recommendations, feel free to let me know. I'm always looking to discover new things, and yeah, I would really enjoy that. So these are my goals for 2019, and now let's get into the bullet journal part of this video. So hi to those of you who want to see the bullet journal part. This is my bullet journal of 2018, and this is the one I'm going to be using for 2019. Now the main difference between these two is that this one is a soft cover moleskin one, and that this is a hardcover bullet journal by Leuchtturm 1917. They are both dotted bullet journals. First things first, we're gonna quickly flip through the 2018 one so you guys kind of get an idea of what I used my 2018 one for, and I'm gonna let you see the setup I already did for my 2019 one, as well as the information sheets that I used for it. I am personally super looking forward to using this one. It is a bit bigger than the other one I had, and it is a hardcover, which to me is very important because I do drag my bullet journal around quite often. So yeah, let's get started. So if we get into my 2018 bullet journal, we first have the yearly overview, which I filled in with all the different things that we had planned for this year. Then we had my goals page, of which I completed almost everything except the saving money and kind of the travel more, because I didn't really travel a lot. So here I kept my trackers of my weight, my subscribers, etc. I didn't really use the rest of this page, although I had space left for it. Then we had my music favorites and new releases. I did do the November and December ones on separate pages because I simply did not have enough space to write here, so that's something I'm improving on in my next bullet journal. my affiliate programs and partnerships. I quit my partnership with Bewitched Society. I am still a Notoriously Morbid affiliate. Then I had a big overview for video IDs. I didn't really use this as often because it was on a separate page than where I go to when I'm filming my videos. You'll see that in my new bullet journal. And I think this is one of the only months that I didn't glue in something. Now the pages of this bullet journal are not the thickest. That's why I glued in my artwork for most months, also because it allowed me to do it separately. So for January we had my overview with the things I wanted to do, the food tracker, a habit tracker that I still used at the beginning of the year. I eventually stopped using them, and then my goals and other things that I wanted to do that month. Then I had my YouTube overview. This is something I really enjoy and I really do use. And then the looks I did for Notoriously Morbid. Then we have my financial pages, which I'm not gonna show. And then we have February, so again, cover page here, the planning, the food, trackers, goals, etc. Then again, my Notoriously Morbid looks. My YouTube planner, for which I did a separate page instead of having it one on each side, because my pen does bleed through a little bit, so. But I did have enough pages to have my entire year in here without running out. Then again, financial pages, which I'm not gonna show. Then again, March, a little cover page. Planning, I reached 2,000 subscribers here in March, so I did write that down. Food, habit tracker, you can see here that I just use my bullet journal for the practicality and not to be pretty. I do put a lot of effort into these like monthly things that I glue in, but then afterwards I really did not care. Then again, my Notoriously Morbid looks, YouTube planning, financial pages. And then here I also used the page to calculate my shipping prices for Etsy because there was an increase in shipping prices from my post office. April, again, a pretty page with some flowers, etc. I did try to do something like this every single month. Planning, food. Here I did decorate a tiny bit more. Again, the habit tracker, a little monthly thing, goals. Not really a lot of things. Again, Notoriously Morbid stuff, the looks that I did. A YouTube spread. I did really like the visual aesthetic of this with like the YouTube logo and then how far I was in each project. Now I did not always finish through every single thing, even though I did complete the video. Again, the financial pages I'm gonna skip. May, I did really love making this glass thing. Again, planning, food, trackers, goals, not really a lot that I did. YouTube planning and video IDs, again Notoriously Morbid, and then my expenses pages. And here I had like a to-do list for certain specific days when I needed it. So here I had a bunch of things to do, so I wrote them down and completed my checklist. I calculated the prices of some of the things I was selling, again a to-do list for a specific day, but I did not really make this pretty. And I honestly didn't care because it's just about practicality. Next, June, again a pretty-ish page. Then again, plans, food. I did start making kind of strokes in between weeks to make it clear which week we were. Trackers, which I completely stopped using halfway through the month. And then goals and the things I was doing. Again, YouTube, which I really do enjoy. Notoriously Morbid. Patreon IDs, which I still haven't completed. Settings for my Nikon. So this is things that I do use still that I wrote down on a separate page. But these are kind of the settings that you fiddle with when you work with a Nikon camera. July, this was very ugly. Here I did not track the food because, well, we had lots of things planned. This is very simple and very not used, so you can see that here I was on holiday, amphi-festivals. I had a goal of a no spend, get back on track with my weight loss because I did gain a lot of weight going to summer more or less, because during the summer I did lose it already. Here again, Notoriously Morbid stuff, YouTube planning. Here amphi preparation, so my outfit, shoes, etc. And then we are at August, in which I tried a plenty theme. I did and did not like it. I do like this page, and I do also like the kind of leafy thing I did here. So again, planning and then kind of goals and to-dos and what I wanted to do for my September bullet journal, because I did want to put more time into my bullet journal again. YouTube, Notoriously Morbid, finances I'm gonna skip. September, I tried recreating something I saw on Pinterest. it did kind of work out, but it's not like a thing I really love. Anyhow, plans, food, trackers. I started doing my trackers like this because I didn't really want to track more than 3 things: goals and favorites. This is when I started to track favorites, because I think it's really important to have positive things and things you're looking forward to, or things that you really loved. So here it was Michelle B and channel notes that I had discovered. Infected Party was also this month. I had a really big vegetable that I got from a colleague, and Vampire Party, which came back to Belgium finally. And again, Notoriously Morbid looks, and here you can see that I have my finances before my YouTube, and here I did a really big spread. Why? Because I was already planning all of my October, so Halloween things. So here you can see that I have a lot of video ideas for Halloween, more here, and then here finally October, the month I had been looking forward to the most. So I made a pretty spread with a kitty on a pumpkin. Here you can again see my planning, the food we ate, exercise, no spend. I did decorate this month a bit more, so my goals and then my favorites. And then again, Notoriously Morbid, and we are on to November, because I did use these 2 pages that I used for my tracking. For my videos for Halloween, I actually had a separate page that was a loose page, not in my bullet journal, that I did use to plan all of my videos and make sure they were done. Then we are on to November, in which I did a lantern theme, planning, food, trackers, goals, favorites. And for the favorites of this month, I quickly want to mention Sabrina. If you haven't seen the new Sabrina series off of Netflix yet, I would highly recommend it. Then again, the time I spent on Etsy, this is already when I had decided I no longer wanted to do my Etsy. Other things that I wanted to maybe start doing, but that I'm probably not going to do. Notoriously Morbid, and then we have here again YouTube pages. So I wanted to do longer videos because I have a lot of views, I have a lot of subscribers, but not the time needed to get back to monetization, etc. So that's what I'm gonna do, make longer videos I made, and then video ideas for December and for the beginning of January. And then we are at the current month, which is December. So again, we're here right now. So this is today, we are Christmas, the day I'm filming this. So all of the plans I had, the food we ate, bike to work, exercise, no spend, and sleep plus 7 hours. My goals were to work on my new bullet journal, go visit my family. My favorites this month was Jussie, who moved to Belgium, and Infected Party. And I might write a few more things here. Then again, Notoriously Morbid page. My expenses are in these pages. And then again, a YouTube page. So I already did these videos, and I still have one last one to work on. As you can see, I didn't write any video ideas here because I am going to start doing that in my brand new bullet journal. And as you can see, I still have a few blank pages, which is perfectly fine. I do use these pages afterwards whenever I'm working on a project that I just need a page for. I will just rip them out and use them for that. So I still have a few empty pages to give you an idea. This is a year for me, and this is what I have left. And before I even started my new bullet journal, I actually wanted to split up my bullet journal into 2 parts. One of my normal bullet journal, and then my YouTube part of the bullet journal. So here I have kind of an idea. I wanted to buy the Scribbles That Matters bullet journal, but I wasn't able to get it, so I bought the Leuchtturm one. I did want a yearly overview, yearly goals, wish lists and trackers, and then also pages for my monthly music favorites, new releases that I actually put into the YouTube part. So here I kind of calculated how many pages I would need. So artwork, overview, plans and food, trackers, goals, favorites, Notoriously Morbid. YouTube is no longer part of this, but financial is. So I came up to a total of 96 pages. So I knew I had to leave about 96 pages and then some extra for if there's anything I still want to include in my bullet journal. And then the other part would be YouTube. So I had an idea of what I wanted to do for the YouTube part. And one of the main questions, except what journal I use, is what tools do you use? I use a geometry triangle thing to make my lines, to make sure they're straight, etc., and just to calculate out the middle of something. I use this set of colored pens. They are some by Stabilo and some by the other brand that these are actually from, but I do like using colored pens. Of course, a pencil if I want to just place something out on the pages without doing it in ink first. So I will also have a eraser, but I'm not sure where I put it. so I don't have it here. A white gel pen. If you write in black and you make a mistake, you can go over it with a white gel pen, or if you black out an area, you can actually write on it with a white gel pen. I really like those. And then I have a few of my Faber-Castell markers that I use. I use the extra small, fine and medium ones. I also have a calligraphy one and a brush one, but those bleed through the pages. Then to my new bullet journal, the Leuchtturm bullet journal. It comes with a thank you note that you get from the people who make the bullet journal. If you get the one I got, you also get the information on how to use your notebook, etc. I don't really need this. It's cute, but it's not really necessary. You also get a few stickers, so these are stickers you can put on the cover or wherever you want. I don't personally use stickers. And then of course on the bullet journal you have this kind of paper thing to let you know which one you got. I just put it on for decorative purposes for you guys so you can see. One of the first things I did in my bullet journal is go to the end and find a page that I would use for my pen test. I find this really important to see how your pens write on a specific type of paper. So I tried every single type of pen that I would consider using for my bullet journal, as well as my paints on here, to see how they work on this paper. So except for the Faber-Castell calligraphy, the Faber-Castell brush one, most of my pens work pretty well on this paper. You can maybe see it on camera, but none of them bleed through. Except for this one, the OptiFlow also bled through, so those are pens I will not be using in this bullet journal. When you open the bullet journal, you have the part where you write your name and your address. I haven't filled this out yet. Then you have a awkward page, which I never know what to do with. It says that the format is 145 by 210 millimeters and the paper is 80 grams, which is not great, but also not bad. Then you have your content pages, which you get with the bullet journal, and I already filled this in. So I'm having one side of my planner which I'm using for planning and one side which I'm using for YouTube. This also comes with two ribbons. So you have one that I will be using for my regular planning and one for my YouTube. So here you can already see the pages I filled in. So here, year at a glance, movies to watch, books to read, goals. I have a few pages open and then I start with January. For my YouTube, I have YouTube info, gear, manual mode, YouTube trackers, monthly trackers, video IDs, and then my monthly music favorites pages. Here again, I have left open a page. Why? Because this page is not dotted and this one is, and I might include a quote or something pretty in here, but for now I kept it empty. Then we have the year at a glance. So what you do here is you make the months, and I actually wanted this to be very simple. So the color coding that I use is green for days that my company is closed, that I have the days off, gray for birthdays, and then blue for festivals and other events. And if there's anything like infected, for example, I will use the color red, or if there's anything special, I might even use another color. Then we get to the movies to watch and books I've read. Here I have made some ticket stubs that I will fill in when I've went to see a movie, etc. And here are the books once I've read them. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough space, or I'm not sure how this will work out, but I wanted to try it. The goals I haven't filled in yet, and the main reason is because I am still working on my goals. So I scribbled them out on a piece of paper, and I am gonna put these in my bullet journal once I have made like concrete plans about these goals and what I'm gonna do exactly. I've left 2 pages open. I might put a wish list in here or something else, I am not sure yet, but I know that last year I kind of regretted not having any space anymore for anything I want to put in here, so I left 2 pages open. And then we get to January. Now, I did not want to start my year with something very overwhelming, so I just looked up simple bullet journal spreads, etc. And the one I liked most was one that I just did with some mountains and a very simple overview of the month. I am writing all of my things like this with a line, and I actually really enjoy it. So this is actually where my ribbon is at right now. So you can see this is empty still. January plans. So my company is closed on the 1st, which is a holiday. Infected is on the 19th, and the birthday of Amy Critique here on YouTube is the 26th. This is again my food log for the evening specifically that I track my food. Here I have my trackers: exercise, no spend, plus 7 hours of sleep. I just did this very simply the way I've always done it. I think this works best for me. Space for my goals, a space for my notoriously morbid looks. Because the more looks I make, the easier I find it to track it. I do write all of the details of the looks into a Google spreadsheet, so I can simply copy and paste them. So here I will just give the look a name and then add the date that I created the look and the day that I posted it on social media. And then here a bracket for my favorites. And now I can actually show you one of my money trackers, so the system that I use to track my income and my expenses. I have one space that is specifically meant for income. It is green. I have one for bills, which is actually split into two parts: my personal bills and then our common bills. My personal bills are the loan of the house. What else do? I do save for my pension already. Those are bills that go here. And here goes water, electricity, internet, etc., which I share with my boyfriend because we both live in the same house. And then here come all other expenses. And this is something very important because I like to know where my money goes and how much I actually spend a month. This includes food, clothes, makeup, anything that I spend my money on. Everything will be logged in here. I do divide this into two columns, so one on the left, one on the right. Most of the time I have enough with one column. Sometimes I need a second one. It really depends how much money I spend and at how many different places I go shopping. But yeah, this is a system that I personally like to use to track where my money goes, and it does really make you realize how much money you spend on things that you maybe wouldn't need. I really like this. And then I left about 100 pages because we calculated that I would need 96 pages to have a normal planning year, and then some extra. So the YouTube part of my bullet journal starts at page 127. This is my YouTube channel overview, so channel aesthetic, color scheme, custom branding, if you haven't made it yet, social media, describe your channel in 3 words, video categories, how often do you upload, what are your goals for 2019. So for me, it is to reach 4,000 subscribers and do more collabs. And then I have tracker for the end of 2019, so total new subs, total subs at the start of 2019, the end of 2019, watched hours, minutes, average watch time, etc. This is something that I will just fill one thing in at the beginning of the year and all the other things will come at the end of the year. And I'm really looking forward to doing this. The next page is my setup, so it basically lists all of the gear that I have. Why? Because sometimes I'm looking into getting another lens and I forget what type of camera I have, so this is just a reference page for me. So my camera is the Nikon D5200. I have a 18 to 55mm 3.5 5.6 lens and a 35 1.8 lens. I have the Rode VideoMe Go, etc. This is very easy for me to see if something is compatible with the gear I already have. Then some setup tips for working on manual mode, how to prepare, how to set the frame rate, the shutter speed, aperture, ISO, and how to use my custom white balance. Then here I have my YouTube trackers. I already did this in 2018, but I wanted to do it differently because I used to track YouTube, Instagram, everything on the same page. I wanted something dedicated to YouTube, so it is every single month of the year, and then total subs, new subs, videos, average watch time, minutes watched, and views. And I still have space for something else if I want to, and the videos is actually the amount of videos I upload that month, so I can kind of see my evolution YouTube wise. And I do use red for my YouTube pages. So here I have set up my monthly trackers, so monthly tracker January and February, and I already did a tiny mistake here. This should have been in red as well, so I want to do everything that is kind of to fill in red, and then when I fill it in black. So I'm gonna reference this page, so videos and live streams posted, the amount of videos, the amount of live streams, the date that I uploaded, description of the video, the amount of views at the end of month, the amount of likes, comments, and average watch time. Then here I will just put in my most viewed, most liked, most commented, and best new videos. Total amount of minutes watched, average watch time, new subs, total subs, most important thing that happened, favorite video, and the goals for the next month. And why do I do this? To kind of reflect. because often I make a lot of videos and I don't realize how much time and effort I put in my YouTube. So this is one day every single month that I will take to kind of reflect on my YouTube channel, not to get overwhelmed and also not to get discouraged. I've already prepared all of the months, so March, April, May, June, July and August, September, October, and then November and December. I haven't filled in everything yet because it might be that I find after 2 months that I don't want to track these videos anymore, but that I want to do something else. So I've kind of left it open, but already filled it in for the first 2 months. After that, we get to my video ideas, and I've kind of already made a spread here. It is the What is God series, because I do have a lot of videos for that series that I want to make. I need 12 to fill the next year. I already have way more than 12, but like this I can keep track of what I already have done and what I haven't done yet, and what I can do or want to do. Every season I want to do a lookbook and a dance video, so here I've put up spring, summer, autumn and winter, so I can just quickly check that I have done them or not. I also want to do at least one live stream every single month, so here I want to write down live stream ideas for those specific months. For example, for May it could be a YouTube celebration live stream because it is when I started my YouTube channel. But these are just ideas that I will write down for live streams, and then I've left myself another 2 pages to write down just random video ideas. Then here I have my monthly music favorites and new releases. I've given myself not 1, not 2, but 4 pages so that I can write all of the new releases and my monthly music favorites. I am not sure if I'm gonna be doing this every single month or if I'm gonna do this seasonal, but we'll see how it goes in the new year. And then we get to the actual months in which I want to write down which videos I do. So I already made for January the tiny calendar. I might do this a little different for the next months, maybe do it in the center of the page, we'll see. So the day I'm gonna upload the video, filmed, edited, thumbnail, uploaded, information and then promotion, which means post it on social media. And this is the same trackers that I already used in my previous bullet journal. So I already have all of the months filled in here, so it's very easy for me to use and very easy for me to write in video ideas for specific months if I want to. And then we get to project pages, and the first 2 I did were actually flawed, as in not specifically the way I want to use them. So we're gonna go to this page, which is actually the last page that I've already made for my bullet journal, and this is actually what I use for my more complex videos. You will write down the title, the description, the script or overview of what you want to do, the materials you need, the setup or setups you need, the music you want to use and the tags you want to use for your video. Music could be as simple as classical music, energetic music, and then afterwards you can find the music and actually fill in the name. And then here I have a checklist. Now for this checklist I want to actually make a separate checklist that I can just put next to every single thing I do or have it on a separate page, etc. I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna do that. Maybe stick it here at the end of my bullet journal so I can just simply flip it out and then here use the checklist. I'm still looking into how I can improve this. But it's basically film the intro, main video, details, then I've left 2 spaces and the outro. For the editing, the basic edit at the intro, do the voiceover at graphics, music and end screen. Give file SEO name, export, review video, create thumbnail, upload to YouTube. Schedule, add title, add description, links to videos, music info, tags, end screen playlist. Then watch the video, like your video, pin a comment and reply to the comments, and finally share on social media. So I've added Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And this is basically how I have set up my bullet journal so far for the start of 2019. So what I'm gonna do right now is just put my ribbons at the right months. So here at January, and here also at January. And that finishes up the quick overview of my bullet journal. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reflecting on 2018 and goals for 2019 video, as well as a part of my bullet journal and me transitioning into the new one. I am personally super excited for 2019 and all the awesome things that we can do. Thank you all to each and every one of you who is here, who has been here around for a very long time or for a very short time. I do appreciate every single one of you, and I cannot wait to start a new year with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon. Bye!